Hey everyone, this is going to be your daily reading for, what is it, December 27th? 27th, yes. um, whew, okay, I don't know, I'm going through this really weird thing tonight. I feel like a bunch of us may possibly be in our fields in a way. Um, you may be possibly feeling a little impatient for all this manifestation to come if you're not seeing it already. I think it definitely can be a little, I don't want to say saddening because I don't think anyone's feeling sad, but it does feel like there's some type of, I don't know, maybe there's a little bit of discouragement, but definitely I feel a lot of us are kind of in our fields at the moment, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it's just something that, don't succumb to it just yet. Like it's not time for that at the moment. Our rune today, we got Kenaz, I think. Kenaz? I don't know. I told you, one of these days I'm going to get into the habit of actually, like, getting it before I turn the camera on. But it's the rune of the torch. A lot of times I talk about this rune as, like, your inner fire. The rune that, it's that drive, it's that lit from within kind of energy. It's definitely your inner voice. I always kind of think of this rune as kind of speaking to listening to your intuition and trusting your gut and trusting where your heart leads you, where you get pulled. We did get it up. We did get it in the blank side when we got it today instead of with the rune facing up. So that tells me one that maybe there's some resistance there. Maybe you're not listening to your voice. For me, the biggest thing when this particular rune comes, in the blank, um, it's a big kind of cue to not, essentially not to settle. It's a warning of choosing second best, which is where this kind of like stuck in the fields kind of story came in when I opened up this video. Um, I think that feeling might get us to a point where I don't want to say desperate, but we may find something that looks like a little glimmer of hope and looks like a shiny new beginning, and we, instead of using discernment and looking at it and asking questions, we just kind of like, oh my god, this is it, and we kind of latch onto it because it'll feel good, like it makes us feel good. Um, it's like a taste of what we've been waiting for, um, but it's not. It's just an appetizer compared to the main course, or it's possibly a distraction. It's kind of like the universe saying, "Hey, did you learn what you were supposed to learn? Let me make sure. Here's this. What are you going to do with it?" And then the universe kind of sits back and watches and sees what we do. I feel like for some of us, I don't necessarily say like a false person is coming in, but I almost want to say there may be a situation that presents an opportunity, and what you do with it, I think, is really going to shape how you move forward or what opportunities continue to come. Because if you react the same way, the universe will be like, oh, well, he's doing the same old thing, so, let's run him through the test again. He didn't learn. It's that kind of situation. And I feel like this kind of, like, in the feels moment is setting us up for a disadvantage, possibly. And today's rune is really just a reminder, like, you know what you had to do to get here. You did learn the lessons. You did. There may be one more step to this process. Don't forget that. Don't settle. Don't choose second best because you're tired of waiting for first place. Like, that's not the reason to do anything. All right. So, because of this, and every time you get a fire rune, it usually talks to love, passions, relationships. So of course I pulled out our lovely Romance Angels deck. Gotta love it. And again, remember, these readings are general, so it may resonate. For some reason I'm not taking those. I don't know, I didn't feel those. I don't even know what they are, but we're not taking them. Oh, that's more than I thought. Okay, well, let's see what we got. Oh, alright. Makes perfect sense. Excuse me. Alright, need a little water. Okay, so first one out. Passion, yes. A passion card. Prompt reads, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. I love it. And why are we so joyful? Because true love is coming. This is first place. We want first place. Alright, so prompt reads, this is the romance of a lifetime. So yes, again, allow your heart to sing. Because honestly, when you're doing that and when you're in that feeling, you're sending out that vibration. That's the vibration that's going to bring in first place. That's the one, that we're waiting for. Alright? Then we also have these two, and I don't necessarily see these as, like, a lot of times I'll do this, and I feel like this is one path, this is another one. I feel like these definitely are these are two kind of sets on the same path. But I think this is the, like, here's what's coming, this is what we're focusing on. Because then you also have these two cards. So first one, romantic feelings, which is a good thing, because this is about these feelings are worth exploring, and they're worth the time. Like, there's something legit here. So I would almost even kind of lump those all together. So when you have those feelings, don't play this game where you start doubting, where you start like, oh no, but he doesn't really like me. Oh no, she just wants this, or like, if you're feeling romantic feelings, that is what you trust. That is aligned. We also got beware of red flags, or sorry, what does it say? Pay attention. Sorry, pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. So if you look at both these cards, they are very similar. They're just on two different sides of the coin. One is, if you're feeling romance, trust that. If you're noticing caution signs, trust that. I think this is a big heads up. If you're walking in and you're like, oh, this is second best, that is second best. You don't mess with that. Versus if you're walking in and you're like, oh my god, this could be the one, then it could be the one, whoever he is. But to me, these are both nods. Sorry, didn't realize those are in the way. These are both nods to trusting your gut. Like, if your gut is feeling one or the other, follow that. Like, don't try to talk yourself out. Like, you're like, oh, I don't want a guy who does this, this, and this. But he's here and he seems genuine and da 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 da. Don't try to talk yourself down. And then same on the other side. Someone, some, cute girl walks along, and you're like, oh my god, no, I want her. Like, she's a da 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 da. But if all of that, doesn't feel genuine, and you're trying to, like, make this work, also a thing. Like, so be aware of what your gut is telling you, and what truly feels authentic. And then make your choice based on that. Because even bottom of the deck, this could be the one. But I think a lot of that is going to hinge on your behaviors coming up with this new person. Or even maybe this could be like someone returning. That could totally be a thing as well. So I don't say that to discourage anyone, and I hope it doesn't. But I feel like some of us something's coming that's kind of like, it's like the one last test. Or something is coming in our path that isn't something long lasting. So don't, if you're recognizing those signs, or if you're recognizing and getting those pings where, like, oh, this doesn't feel good, it doesn't feel good. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's honestly a thing that's going to be coming through a lot of our realities very soon, if not already. All right. Yeah, I think a lot of us, and this honestly could just be because of the holidays, but I think there's a big focus on love and romance for a lot of us, which is a great thing. I think that's beautiful. But, you can't just throw out discernment. Like, you still need to be focused on what's best for you and what's aligned with your needs and your goals and your desires. Like, that doesn't just get thrown away. You are still in control. And you still need to make good decisions. Okay, well. Yes. Alright. So first card out, Fool. So new beginnings, new sense of self, new journey. Totally true. Right after that, the Devil card. Yeah. So yes, temptation of some sort. I feel like this could also be how do I want to word this? Could also be kind of like, I don't necessarily say addiction, but it's kind of like an old habit that's still kind of around, that, you know, may still possibly have some type of control over you, that might still be really strong, like an addiction. But we truly are in this new cycle. Part of that cycle is rising above this temptation. Part of that cycle is moving forward. Like, as I shuffle, you can kind of see, here, probably would help if I showed both cards, but you can kind of see, here we are, this fool, kind of leaping off the cliff, taking that leap of faith. If you notice the color of the mountain that we're like leaping off of, very similar color story, isn't it? You know, to the, you know, the orangey reds, you know, in this devil card. It's almost like we are leaping from this old existence, from this old kind of addiction, this old habit that kind of kept us bound. We're kind of jumping away from it. We're jumping off, and we're moving forward. You know, maybe it could be like we're getting out of hell, so to speak. What did we get? Ah. Something's stuck in my teeth. Sorry, it's like distracting me. Alright. Got it. Alright, so, boom. Hermit card. I was talking about intuition earlier when we were talking about our rune for today. Intuition, seeking guidance. You know, listening to that inner voice, listening to the messages. Honestly, to me, that's saying we're being guided through this. Like, yes, we are in this new cycle. And yes, I feel like we are being walked through this kind of temptation moment. One, because the universe is putting us in it on purpose. Like, hey, I want to see what you do with this. Did you really learn? Did you really adapt? Do you know how to recognize this devil when he walks in front of you? But at the same time, I think your guides are literally right next to you during this test. You know, they're going to send you messages. They're going to send you cues. They're going to help to make sure you make the right choice. But ultimately, you still have to make the choice, right? And then here we are with this Seven of Pentacles waiting. Like, where's my abundance? I did the work. And honestly, when I see the Seven of Pentacles, to me, that's confirmation, yes, you did. All the prep work for what's coming, you've done. I promise you, you have done it. It's a real thing. And look, bottom of the deck at the moment, Two of Cups. Exactly what we're talking about. But honestly, trust and believe and know you've done the work. You're ready for this. You really are. In probably multiple ways. But it is something that you've been working on. You've been, you know, it's like the Olympics. Like, you've trained for it. You've done all you needed to do. You passed all the, you know, like qualifiers. All right. Oops. Yay. All right. So you came up in reverse. So we're gonna. All right. So. Actually, I did flip this one over, if I'm honest. There we go. Okay. So we got the Six of Pentacles in reverse. And then we also have the Two of Pentacles also in reverse. So, I'm going to start with the Two. So Two of Pentacles in reverse. Simply put, not being in kind of flow, not having things in balance. You know, getting overwhelmed and things are starting to, like, you know, if you kind of use this visual, like upright, this person is, you know, balanced harmony. If she was juggling, the balls are moving in a perfect circle. Here, they're starting to fall apart. Things are starting to crumble. You know, we're not as free and easy as we should be. And then Six of Pentacles, I would almost say, so Six of Pentacles is about giving and receiving. It's about this kind of balanced flow. Balanced flow, same thing, Two of Pentacles. So here with it reversed, I think we're almost too giving. And again, with this, you know, tempting moment, we're almost like throwing ourselves at it or throwing our resources at it. You can kind of see in this image, this, you know, this person's like just dumping out all this gold like freely, you know, and kind of willy-nilly in a way. You know, I feel like there's going to be a tendency to just want to like leap into this new opportunity, you know. But if we do that, if we're too giving of ourselves, we're going to lose balance. Things are going to overwhelm us and things are going to be out of our control. And that's not what you want. It's definitely not what you want. But again, bottom of the deck, Sun card. So it's not that, we're in danger, because here we are with the most positive card in the deck, life, vitality. So honestly, you are strong enough to not fall for this. There is help to make sure you don't fall for this. And honestly, I think it's going to be super obvious to recognize this moment when it comes. Like I said, you've done the work, you're being guided, you're being supported, you have luck on your side. Everything has been set up for you to pass this test. It's kind of almost like the teacher gave you the answers and then gave you the test. You're like, okay, go. It's open book. You can totally use the sheet. Take the test. Do we have free will and we can totally choose old choices? Yes, that's totally a thing. But you are prepped. The universe is on hand to help you. You've been set up to pass this test. So you just have to stick to what you're being told. Like, legit. I feel like I'm going to pull a few more. I feel like that might be it. I'm kind of okay with this. Yep. Yeah. Yep. 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 And I love, oh my god, that fell on the Seven of Pentacles. Perfect. I love it. Okay. Okay. I almost want to, yeah. Okay, I'm going to do things a little differently. But, okay. So last two cards. King of Pentacles. Stable. Manifested. Grounded. Solid. This is how we are. Truly. I think this is our last kind of like vote of confidence that's going to like solidify that, and we will be really secure, and grateful for what's around us. Last card, not an outcome card, but last card out, Five of Cups. So Five of Cups, all about mourning, sadness. You look at this dude, he's got these 3 spilled cups, and he's over here like crying on the ground because of it. So, funny. So you look at that, we got 4 cards out at first, and we got another 4 cards. Five of Cups kind of cracked me up because it landed like directly on the Seven of Pentacles. So to me, it tells me that yes, we're ready and we're waiting, but this waiting is kind of making us sad. I almost feel it makes me think of what I talked about earlier, this like feeling of like again. You got the Hermit card underneath the King of Pentacles. So this guidance, this support we're getting from the divine, from our guardians, is all to get us into this grounded, well-manifested position. Again, this devil energy coming in to throw off our balance, to mess with us and get us off course. And this new journey, I think, especially these two, although to me the Six of Pentacles in reverse is about, being overgiving and, giving too much. I think part of it, especially being with the Fool, is that that's part of this shift. Not to be overly giving, but to be more open. To be, more willing to share and be vulnerable and just be, give where we want and need to give. Now, yes, we don't want to overdo it. That's never a good thing. And I think that's where that Devil card comes to like try and take more than, than it's supposed to get. But yes, we are in this new cycle of being open and vulnerable and giving of love especially. And then there's this moment coming in that's going to throw us off balance, and it's going to try to shift with things. But everything is your inner voice, your intuition, your guides, spirit, the divine, whatever you want to call it, is on hand to make sure we pass this test, to make sure we are grounded and firm in our beliefs and our needs and our systems, and not to let the waiting game make us depressed and make us feel sad and make us again look at the spilled milk, look at what's lost, because it's not lost. It isn't lost. And bottom of the bottom of the deck, Strength card. So it could be possibly waiting on a Leo, working with a Leo. This Devil could be a Leo, could be a Capricorn, but it's more the energy. You have the strength. You can do this. We also got the Moon underneath that, so it could be cycles. This is the last part of the cycle. This is the test. This is the ending. Also, illusions. Illusions could be dispelled. Again, this Devil energy, and this pay attention to the red flags we pulled earlier. This is an illusion. You can see through the illusion. Here you have Moon energy. Leo, governed by the sun, shining light through this mist, through the fog. Look, even under that. Justice. Karma. Put in what you get out. You've done the work. We're trying to get the blessing now. You've done the work. here's your chance to prove it. I mean, I kid you not, especially with the Justice card, the universe, karma, working to bring about this balance. Because you have a card of balance here, you have the Two of Pentacles, we have the Six of Pentacles. All these cards about balance, flow. I promise you, this test that's coming, you have been set up to pass. Don't buckle in the last moment. And I think a lot of that is this Seven of Pentacles and Five of Cups energy. Don't let the waiting game take you out of your groove. You are prepared. You are ready for this. All right, my loves. I'm super excited. Like I said, like and comment on this video. I'd love to hear from you. Definitely subscribe. I'm starting to film the January and 2019 videos, so expect those very, very soon. So again, subscribe. Make sure you get those on time and you're notified when your sign comes up. And then as always, if you want to reach out to me, all my info is in the box below. DM me on Instagram at The Guiding Chariot, or you can reach out to my personal email as well. I love you guys. I don't even know what else to say. Super grateful for you guys being part of this community. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye guys, love you.